Hello, friends. Myself, Dr. K. Solkar, Department of Electronics and Telecommunication, KK Wag Institute of Engineering Education and Research, Nasik. Today, I am going to speak on a pacemaker, which is a much important term in the field of biomedical electronics. So, there are different types of pacemakers which are used. But before we discuss the types of the pacemakers, let's know that what is a pacemaker. Electrical impulses begins in the sinoatrial node, which we popularly call this as a SA node, that cause the heart to beat, that is to contract. The SA node is sometimes called the heart's natural pacemaker. So, our in our discussion, we'll be seeing that what is the just now we saw the phenomena, that is the natural pacemaker, but if it won't work properly, then a artificial pacemaker needs to be used. So before we start discussing the artificial pacemakers, so just now we saw that what a natural pacemaker is. When the pulses or pace begins at the SA node, this is called as a natural pacemaker. What happens when the pace starts from this SA node? As we all know that this SA node which generates this pace sends the electrical impulses at certain rate depending on physical demand, stress or hormonal factors, because we know that the rate could be different. When the person is in sleep mode, the rate is different. When it's totally active or physical exercise is very fast, and hormonal factors, when there is a stress, the rate of these changes. Heart beats, that means heart beats in different numbers per minute. So this signal then passes through the atrioventricular node, which we call as a AV node. The AV node checks the signal and sends it through the muscle fibers of the lower chambers, that is the ventricles, because we know that the upper muscle fibers are called as, or the upper chamber is called as the atrium, and the lower is called as the ventricles, it causing them to contract. Now, if this won't happen, naturally what is happening, or a natural pacemaker is not pacing properly, then what happens? It causes the heart to beat too fast or too slow or irregularly. Sometimes irregular means it, sometimes it is fast, sometimes it is slow. It is not constant slow or constant fast. That is what the meaning of this is. The heart's electrical pathways are blocked, which can also cause an irregular heart rhythm. This is what happening if this natural pacemaker doesn't work properly. Now the sequence which we just saw here is given from number 1 to 7, how the pace which is generated at SA node, the signal flows and ends here. So this is number 1 SA node. Here for the information, the conduction velocity is also mentioned. This is the pacemaker rate which is shown. This is beats per minute. So when it is generated, it is between 60 to 100. Now when it is started from SA node, it received at arterial myocardium, the sequence number 2, then it reaches to AV node, this is sequence number 3, Then bundle office, that is number 4. Bundle branches 5. Purkinje network 6, and finally the ventricular myocardium. This is the arterial myocardium, and we need to reach it to the ventricular cardium. And when it ends, it shows that the rate is 0. And this is starting from here, and if you measure, see here, it could be between 60 to 100, and likewise the velocity is also shown here. And it is shown that there are 4 chambers as mentioned: atrium and ventricles, of course right and left atrium, right and left ventricles, and so on. The fibers are shown here. A pacemaker is necessary if heart is pumping too quickly or slowly. I am talking about the artificial pacemaker. In either case, body doesn't get enough blood. This can cause a fatigue. That is, a patient could feel extreme tiredness, then fainting or lightheadedness, that is, there is a possibility of losing the consciousness, shortness of the breath, damage to vital organs, and eventual death also possible. Pacemaker is used to treat arrhythmias, that is the problems with the rate or rhythm of the heartbeat. Pacemakers generally treat 2 types of arrhythmias, that is the rhythm or rate of the heartbeat, that is depending on what is the present condition of the patient. The tachycardia, a heartbeat that's too fast, and bradycardia, when a heartbeat that is slow. A pacemaker regulates body's electrical system, which controls the heart rhythm. So when naturally fails, a artificial takes place, and it does what happens or what is the requirement naturally. Same can be done artificially by placing a pacemaker. With each heartbeat, an electrical impulse travels from the top of the heart to the bottom, as shown in the previous diagram, signaling heart's muscle to contract. A pacemaker can also track and record heartbeat. This is essential because what is happening inside by placing the pacemaker must be known to a doctor, because with this record, doctor can better understand the patient arrhythmia. However, in the pacemakers, all the pacemakers need not be a permanent. So temporary pacemakers are also required. So here we can have the classification, that is the permanent pacemaker and a temporary pacemaker. When the pacemaker is placed permanently, we call as internal pacemaker. When it is a temporary, we call this as external pacemaker. This is for time being. These temporary pacemakers, these are used for time being. This can control the certain types of problems may need after a heart attack or heart surgery, and also if a medication overdose temporarily slowed the heart. In such case, a temporary attachment of the pacemaker or external pacemaker is meaningful. What is this pacemaker? This is a small device, because the size of this is a very small, and hence of course that is a need also. This small device is placed in the chest or abdomen to help control abnormal heart rhythms. It uses electrical pulses to prompt the heart rate at normal. Modern pacemakers have 2 parts. So we saw that the pacemakers are of 2 types: internal pacemaker for permanent and external pacemaker for temporary operations. Now next coming to this is that where this is placed in the chest or abdomen, and next to this is that how many parts of this pacemaker have. So basically 2 parts are there. One part, that is the pearl generator, that contains the battery and the electronics that control the heartbeat. And second is one or more lead to send electrical signals to the heart, because when we have a instrument that is called as a pacemaker, the there must be connection made between, and for this connection the leads are useful so that the signal electrical signal can be sent at the proper place to the proper place. Leads are small wires that run from the pulse generator to heart. If only one lead is needed, it is placed inside the lower right chamber, that is in the right ventricles. However, when two leads are needed, the other is placed in the upper right chamber, that is the right atrium. The leads are then attached to the pacemaker. So this way the one or more leads can be utilized or can be used. Once the pacemaker is implanted, the leads carry signals back from the heart. The pulse generator reads these signals and the batteries send electrical impulses to the heart to help the pace according. Most pacemakers can sense the heart's rhythm and turn themselves off when the heart is above a certain level, because once the naturally it starts giving a naturally pace, then there is no need of artificial. So this is the case when the patient needs the support when the natural pacemaker is not pacing properly, and hence this is called as a demand pacemaker. They will run on again when the heartbeat is too low. So when it is higher one, in that case it will be taken off, and when it is required, then again it is. So it depends, the pacemaker depends on demand, and it's called as a demand pacemaker. There are three basic kinds of pacemakers according to the number of chambers involved and their basic operating mechanism. Those are single chamber, that is one lead attaches to the upper or lower heart of the chamber. Dual, two leads are used, one for the upper and one for the lower chamber. Biventricular pacemakers, bivein we call, needs in case of severe heart failure. It makes the two sides of the heart beat in sync. This is known as cardiac resynchronization therapy, CRT. So this is the block diagram of a pacemaker. So I said this is the power source, this is the pulse generated, and of course those are connected to the electrodes. A feedback from the output driver is again fed to the sense amplifier. The power source is providing the power to all these circuits which are, and basically this battery which is used, the cost of, it is said that the cost of pacemaker is high, and that is because of the life of the battery. Since the battery is to be long lasted, the cost is more, and further part, though it is a simpler one, but the cost is more, is the reason is the battery life. And the battery, of course, life is also more, and the size needs to be a smaller one, and the pacemaker size needs to be as small as possible. Now see that when the sense amplifier starts the signal, it reaches to the timing control unit, when the timing control unit will drive the output drivers, and accordingly the electrodes will be receiving the signal, electrical signal, and the same feedback is given because based on that what is the signal at the output driver, it is known to the sense amplifier, and accordingly the timing control unit will change the pacing. So how it looks like, see this is a very small size of the pacemaker. These are the leads, these are the wires which are useful for making the connections. This is the picture of the internal pacemaker. This is implanted for long time, and patient is suffering from a chronic pace generation problem. There are different types of these pacemakers. Fixed rate, demand we saw. This is R wave triggered, ventricular inhibited, arterial triggered, etc. The second type is the external pacemaker. It is applicable for short duration externally. This is the picture of a single chamber type. It has only one lead implanted. This is only one lead. That's why it's called the implant. Typically in the right ventricle. So it looks like this is the side view. This is the front view of it. And the certain arrangements are here. The knobs are provided. Depends on the requirement. The voltage levels and all those are set by the pulse rate. Also, it's mode even that can be set by the doctors. And this is the picture of a two chamber. It has two lead implanted, one in the atrium and one in the right ventricles, as discussed earlier. And these are the control knobs. The doctor can operate this. And the another one is three chamber. It is used with the cardiac pacing lead systems for temporary arterial, ventricular, AV sequential or BIV pacing. That's all about the pacemaker. Thank you.